podcast. This is Malcolm Hatchett, Wherever I'm At with Malcolm Hatchett, podcast live, sitting in the chair in the middle of nowhere with a guitar and a gallon of water. This is my 1 trillionth gallon of water this week. My favorite thing to do is pee. All I think about is water. I become water. I become water. Bruce Lee say, "Become water, my friend." And I became water. I'm always swimming. I'm very excited to continue my podcast. I don't think I ever stop recording, or at least sharing moments with others, audioly, you know. Maybe one day I get cool enough to get video. I'm not sure, maybe. Audio like cassette tape. I got Michael Jackson cassette tape back home in North Carolina. Invincible. You know, even though you can look him up on YouTube or anywhere, you know, but cassette tape is like old school, like vinyls. You know, I want people to listen to my podcast and create whatever picture they hear. You understand? Even if it's all black, dark, nothing. So I like the audio because it reminds me of the Invincible cassette tape. Invincible cassette tape. 2,000 watts. Yes. So I shall continue this podcast. I think it's wonderful. I think it's magnificent. I don't know what those words mean. I do if I'm digging from the original dictionaries, but I only said those words because they're very strongly spoken, tough words like magnificent. That is a strong word. Because is used more than magnificent. And the reason I say that, because when I say magnificent, I said it as if it's my first time saying it. And it's not, but it is because it's a word that's used less. That's the only reason I use it in this podcast. This is an exclusive podcast for the future or for later. Because the things that I do in my life, like comedy, play music, sing, dance, exercise, you know, I do it for later, you know. I'm getting in shape for later. Later is when everything that we as human beings, people, animals, creatures, monkeys, pumas, bears, tigers, lions, we work out and stuff now for later, you know. Because later on you be tired. You be like, God damn, I'm tired, you know. 100 years later in life, you be like, I'm so tired. Been jumping jacks, running the treadmill, crunches, leg press, running up hills, riding bicycles, Muay Thai, African kicks, all that karate shit. 100 years later, you're tired. That's when people will finally listen to what you've created. And that's why I continue to record this podcast. I know when I speak, sometimes I listen to myself and I say, I sound very frustrated. And it's only because I'm young, like everyone alive. Everyone is young, and I'm very young, and I'm only trying to figure out cool ways to say things on this podcast, because everything I'm saying is truth. But I try to say it in a really fashionable way, and that's how I come up with the title, Wherever I'm At with Malcolm Hatchett. That's a silly title, and it's honesty. It's from the heart. It's from the soul. It's from the body. It's the DNA of me. It's the truth. This podcast is equivalent to the Bible. Very, very, very strong and powerful. very, very strong and powerful. Something like a thunderstorm with a lot of rain, including lightning. So I must continue this podcast because I feel like later on, when I hear it, when I'm an old man, I'm young, but I feel old already, you know. We born old, but later on when I'm old with a walker, a cane, you know, I'm going to listen to this and I'm going to cry because I accomplished to listen to this later on in my life. And I'm saying this now, so later on when I hear this, I'm going to cry because I got to that point to finally listen to the things that I create. I've listened to all my episodes because I create them, you know. I'm about to cry right now. I'm so emotional because I'm thinking about 100 years from now, you know, for real. But, you know, I do these podcasts and I do stand-up comedy, you know. I do it because I'm okay at it. But everybody's better than me. I say that. And the reason I say that because it's the truth. And me knowing that that's the truth, I continue to show up and try, you know. I like to try. I don't like to compete. I don't like to boast. But I do like to speak, and when I speak, I gotta have the best swag. I gotta have the best sound out there, you know, because I want people to listen later and say, damn, that nigga was cool. That's one cool ass podcast nigga. That black boy is crazy. That dude's cool, you know. And of course, there'll be other stuff. Oh, he ugly. He's stupid. He should stop doing podcasts or comedy. I want to have both ends, you know, and that allows me to keep going, you know. Sometimes I think about stopping the podcast. Well, I don't want to stop. And I always get motivated from watching other comedians or other podcasts, other artists, other kids. It all narrows down to kids, we're all kids. And watching other people do their thing, and I get motivated to start my podcast up again, you know, or to keep doing comedy, you know. I feel like if I was the only one doing comedy, I wouldn't want to do it. You know, I like to share, you know. So I feel like whenever I'm out performing with great artists, everyone's great, you know. Even if it's your first time trying comedy or whatever you do, you're great. But when I'm out there, I feel like I'm sharing with them because they're sharing with me while laughing or crying. Hell, some people even boo me, you know. Boo! Untuck your shirt. Because I be up there like an army guy. I wore a uniform in school, you know. I still gotta dress sharp. Gots to dress sharp. I gots to dress sharp. I'm obedient. Gotta be sharp. I like to tuck my shirt in. Shit. Michael Jackson tucked his shirt in. That's the coolest guy that ever walked Earth. This will be quoted, and I hear it later on in life, and I'll cry. Drink a lot of water and cry. So I took a few weeks off recording my podcast, and now I record a brand new episode today. And this is probably one of the greatest episodes ever. Because sometimes when you do something a lot, like recording or writing or reading or studying or learning or working out, if you do it a lot and you don't rest, well, eventually you'll see the results, but you're going to feel the pain, you know. But if you actually take a little break, you know, maybe 2 weeks off, a month off, a year off, as long as you want, as long as you get back to it, it'll let you know if you really want to do it or not, you know. I got to record podcasts, I got to play music, I got to sing, I got to draw, I got to help others, you know. Got to be a good kid, got to be a good son, got to be a good uncle. And one day, got to be a good daddy, a good father, a good nigga, whatever, a good person, a good animal. 100 years from now, I want to be like that nigga Malcolm Hatchett was a lion. He was in the jungle with monkey heart and puma feet and snake eye tongue. I can put that shit on a t-shirt. I'm gonna buy a black cat one day, maybe two. They gonna be my kids. I'm outfits and shit. Shoes. 2 black cats in denim. Hell, they can wear hats if they want. Hey, kitty, you want to buy again? You want a snapback? You want to wear one of these golfer hats? I got on the 7-Eleven hat. It's like a skeleton with a red hat on, and the cap is gray. And it's a strap back. It's like almost like a belt. It's not the snapback, but it's very vintage. It's old. 7-Eleven old. I like 7-Eleven. That shit like Walmart. They got everything in it, including grocery carts. I be bringing the grocery cart in there. They should call the 7-Eleven a lot of stuff. And I'm finna go to the a lot of stuff. Get what? A lot of stuff? Why? Because they got a lot of stuff in there. How much stuff do they got? A lot of stuff. This is the definition of a podcast. Please drink your water, people. I like drinking water. I have merch out. Please go to my Instagram, Malcolm, MALCOLMH12, and look in my bio. I have merch. Malcolm Hatchett merch stuff at Shopify.com. Malcolm Hatchett merch stuff at Shopify.com. Malcolm Hatchett merch stuff at Shopify.com. I have some podcast t-shirts for sale. And I also have art on my Instagram page. And if anyone is interested in purchasing a photo, just DM me, message me, hit me up. I reply to everybody. I'm pretty lame. Hit me up. I sell art. I do podcasts. I make music. Hell, we all music. I am music. When I walk, I'm making music. I love being alive. I love being active. I eat very healthy now. I eat cherries, carrots, and broccoli, and missing something very important. Apples. Yes, I need to purchase apples. Bananas. Lots of bananas. 7-Eleven got the best bananas. 7-Eleven bananas are really good. I love that store. Their bananas are very healthy, and they all come single. You know, the ones in Ralph's come in groups, like gangs. The 7-Eleven bananas be solo, like me. The definition of my podcast is my life. The definition of my podcast equals my life. I get motivated going outside, you know. Outside is the action. You know, outside is where trees are rooted from the ground, you know? Where trees grow from the ground, the bottom, down below, underneath. Outside will humble your ass. I slept outside for a few years. And every time I go outside, every day, I feel like I never stop sleeping outside. I was that comfortable, alright? Plus I always had water. Sleeping outside, water to me was like a pillow and a blanket. I didn't need nothing but water. I did have a pillow and blanket though. I told you I was very comfortable. I'm outside at the moment playing this guitar. Looking at a field. anybody would like to support my podcast and help me help it grow and help me help myself continue to make beautiful merch, I have a Cash App, and my Cash App name is money sign. It's literally the money logo, the money sign, and Hatchett, Hatchett 25. Money sign Hatchett 25. I'll have it in the bio. Thank you very much. Play the guitar, I get angry at my fingers because I want my fingers to do better. I want them to cooperate better on the strings, the metal strings. I want my fingers to possibly pop the strings like I normally do, you know. And I wanna own the sound. I wanna own the guitar. I wanna own the string. Anything I do, I wanna own it. You know, I got to. Why else would I pick it up? You know, why else would I do comedy? I want to own comedy. You know, if you do something and you do it every day for free, well, you have to own it eventually. And I don't mean own it like put up signs around town saying Malcolm owns comedy, Malcolm owns music. No. People do that. That's nice. That's very silly. But I mean own it, as in be remembered later. You know, you have to find your style, your motion. You have to find your drip, your swag, your magnificent effort, your magnificent try, your magnificent style. You have to find whom you is and own it. And once you find whom you is, well, shit, you can do anything. And that's owning it. I've been doing a lot of comedy shows, and I get enough of laughs. I never show up for the laughs. I only show up to allow my material to expand into other minds, or allow my material to flow through the air into other people's ears so they can listen and understand who my is. And lately, I've been having some hot shows, sweating. One, I wear coconut oil, aka African Vaseline, or the first Vaseline, or equivalent to a fruit. But you put this on your skin and make it smell good. I smell like a girl out this bitch. Very clean one too. And my shows lately have been very tough, and I like tough shows. I like to work out, and when I work out, I work every part of my body. I'm a tough person, like everyone alive. Even if you cry, you are tough, you know. And I've been performing, actually trying. Sitting in silence. I say stuff and no one budges, no one moves. You know, people get upset, and it only allows me to get better, you know. Yes, anyone can make someone laugh. Yes, who really wants people to listen? I like to grab the crowd's attention as soon as my name's called. Malcolm Hatchett. I want the crowds to sit up and looks at the black boy walking on the stage. I like them to be prepared for the things that I've written or bled into my journals, because I write a lot, you know. And I'm always excited to show up. I never care about laughs. You know, laughs are the face. Laughs are the feet. Laughs are the body. Laughs are the teeth. You know, we laugh at everything. only care for them to understand or not understand. Because see, this is a different era for me, you know. This is a different era, That's ERA, era. And that means that me doing comedy or recording a podcast, I have to own it. That'll only allow me to be remembered. You have to own it. You have to become 100% you. And once you become 100% you, well, goddamn. You might start moonwalking. Podcasts. I like my podcasts to be known as songs. All of them songs, you know, because I love music as much as I love people, because people are music. I know I said it earlier, and I always like to repeat later, because that's life. It's all repeated. It's up to you to make your repetition very, very, very different. And that's called owning it. I bought some $2 red and black shades from the 99-cent store, and they read women's shades. And I got even happier because I love women, I love girls, I love ladies, I love my moms. I love my mom. You know, came out of vagina. I licked it as soon as I came out the vagina. That was me saying, "Hello, mama." So I got some women's red and black shades for $2 at the 99-cent store. That's crazy. Call it a 99-cent store, but shit be higher. You know, bag of chips $1, a root beer $1, some eggs $15. I thought this was the 99-cent store. Who snuck the eggs in here from Ralph's? Be talking. Podcast, when I do my podcast, I literally talk to myself. I be telling the truth though. Speaking my mind. Sometimes I quote some of the stuff I write if I remember to read it. Maybe one day I'd be a professional. Wait a minute, that word don't matter. I like magnificent. writing a lot of songs. I haven't recorded any though, unless I'm talking podcast. I write a lot of music. I just have to save up money to purchase beats and possibly learn to make beats. I just have to download the software and read. Guess once I'm tired of being lazy, which I'm not, but I say I'm lazy only so I can do more. This is Wherever I'm At with Malcolm Hatchett. I love you all. Please drink some water. And trust the process. Read a book. Compliment somebody's eyebrows. Jump at somebody. Don't hit them though, but jump at somebody. Order some pizza. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Wherever I'm At with Malcolm Hatchett. Like, subscribe, share, tell everybody. Tell your cousin you don't like. Tell your baby mama. Tell the dude down the street who keep calling the police on you because you fresher than him. Go down the street and tell him to listen to Wherever I'm At. Follow my YouTube page at Malcolm Hatchett. Follow my Instagram page at MalcolmH12. Follow my Twitter page at Malcolm Hatchett. And show love to my Patreon page at Malc12. MALC12. This is The Life of a Comic, Wherever I'm At, with Malcolm Hatchett.